Hello YouTube! My name's John, and today I'm playing Grimm, Quest for the Gatherer's Key. This is a Doom 3 mod that came out in 2013, I believe. The developers refer to it as a fantasy hack-and-slash puzzle platformer, heavily inspired by games like Prince of Persia, the Tomb Raider series. I would even say that The Legend of Zelda was a direct inspiration for this, but I can't speak for the developers. Anyway, in Grimm, you play as the Grim Reaper, who is caught up in the aftermath of a war between heaven and hell. Apparently, someone has stolen the Gatherer's Key from the Grim Reaper, which apparently is crucial in gaining access to heaven and hell. So with the key missing, newly dead souls, if you want to call it that, can no longer gain access to heaven and hell. Instead, they're stuck in purgatory, whether they're good or bad. So naturally, the Grim Reaper is not too happy about this, so he has journeyed into purgatory, killing whoever gets in his way in his quest to find the Gatherer's Key. So, from what I've played so far, it's pretty damn awesome, and pretty damn difficult in some respects. But I figured we would take this on as our newest challenge for a playthrough. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get started here. New game. In fact, let's go ahead and do the tutorial first, so I can kind of give you a rundown of how the mechanics work in this game. So, let's go ahead and start. Here we go. Tutorial mode. And it's a pretty nice tutorial, too. Gives you a pretty good understanding of everything. So here we are in Grimm. Welcome to the tutorial for Grimm. Use the mouse to look around, naturally, as you normally do in these kind of games. You can walk forward, backwards, and sideways. Walk into the button to continue the tutorial. So, pretty natural for a first-person shooter or a first-person game. You can press C to crouch. I mean, it's pretty much the Doom 3 controls, so if you're familiar with those, you got the basics. Although there's some extra stuff that we're going to learn as we go along in this tutorial. So, let's go ahead and hit the button. Boom. You can walk forward, backwards, jump, crouch, sidestep left or right, all the usual stuff, spacebar, crouch, so on and so forth. Look at this environment, though. It's pretty nice. Got these little smoke elements happening. Now, I have the graphics toned down a fair bit. You can apparently change them pretty drastically, but I figured just for the sake of frame rate and other things, I would just kind of keep it at the most basic settings. I mean, I have it still at high resolution and stuff like that, but some of the more advanced features I don't have on, just for the sake of frame rate. Jump over the ledge to continue. But yeah, just for the record, if you have a fairly powerful machine, you might be able to make it look different than this. Perhaps even better, arguably. Anyway, so this here is a portal, so we're going to go ahead and walk through that. And here we are. Guess I'll go ahead and hit this button. Use dash to jump across seemingly impossible distances. Run, default is holding Q, you can also hold shift, and then run up to the pit and jump. So when you're, there's a special technique you can do. I have it bound to F. So if you're familiar with Half-Life and the long jump module from that game, it's kind of like that. So, or you could also refer to it as a double jump, like in the Scout on Team Fortress 2. So, you know, you can jump, you can run and jump, but if you press F, in my case, while in midair, you kind of do this double jump. As you can see there. You can really time it at any time, and sometimes that's crucial to getting across certain areas. Like, timing is everything for it, so... Well, anyway, let's see if we can get across this thing. So. And there we go, we're across. That'll come in handy for certain puzzles. Again, it's kind of a platformer, as they've described it. Let's go ahead and walk through this portal. Alright, let's hit this button. There are many breakable objects in Grimm. Some of them can burn and spread fire. Most barrels, pots, and chests have objects inside of them that you can use. So this over here, these red vials, are basically health potions. This is pure energy. Absorbing this energy heals and protects. So the little bar on the left is my health. Now these are blue potions that basically serve as ammo for certain weapons. This is tainted energy. Weapons like the fiery scythe and bloodstaff need it. Try to collect as much of it as you can. Here's some armor. Armor protects against projectile attacks for a little while. See those two blue dots on the side there on the left? That's basically my armor. So here's some jars that we can break. Not much in there. But so occasionally these barrels, and it's always random, will drop items like this health potion. We'll learn some more advanced attacking techniques in a second, but we'll just go ahead and break all this. See if there's anything useful in here. Well, this is all tutorials, so it doesn't really matter, but... Alright, anything I left behind? There's some more jars here. Persistence and vandalism considered a virtue, too. So So yeah, basically, in other words, you want to break shit. If you see shit that you can break, you might as well break it, because there's a chance I might drop something. Anyway, let's go ahead and walk into this portal. Alright, next button. The scythe is the most powerful weapon in the game. It knows many combinations. Timing is everything, so use patience when wielding it. Check the combo reference guide. So yeah, this melee weapon can do quite a bit of different things. And yes, let's go ahead and press Y. So here's all these different techniques that you can do. You know, P is primary fire, A is alternate fire. I have alternate fire set to right click, so primary fire is just a simple swing of the scythe. Right click, alternate fire, is kind of this rapid click, or rapid swipe. But there's various techniques you can do. For example, so if you hold down primary fire, you do a charge attack. Watch the bottom left-hand side of my screen. You'll see this kind of red aura appearing on my health. If you time it just right, just like there, you do a really powerful attack. Basically, the moment the sound starts when it's fully charged, let go, and you'll do a really powerful attack. If you hesitate for a little bit, not as powerful, but still pretty good. But timing is everything. Anyway, you can also hold P, release when charged. Oh yeah, that's the whole thing. P and then P for a slow-mo attack. Or wait a minute, was it P, A and then P? Okay, so alternate fire plus P for a slow motion attack. This is actually pretty interesting. So now time has been slowed down. So yeah, you can actually slow down time like bullet time style and actually attack people that way. There's also these other techniques that I haven't quite fully mastered, but there's like a supercharge attack. It's almost like a fighting game. Like you hit A 3 times. But I haven't quite mastered that. I think you actually have to be hitting somebody, like an actual enemy, in order to make it work. And then there's like things where if you keep tapping the alternate fire on an enemy, you'll build up like a meter on the left. I almost had it there for a second. So yeah, there's all these techniques you can learn, and quite frankly, I haven't mastered all of them, but perhaps we will as we go along and play this game. This door seal needs to be broken with a charge attack with a scythe. Hold down the attack button like we were doing before. There we go, and that's broken. Alright, here's another button. If you release the attack button at the right moment, its charge to complete the attack is doubled. And basically, the damage is doubled. So defeat the enemy to continue the tutorial. Here's one of the many enemies we'll be fighting in the game. He's this creepy little fella that crawls around. And now he's dead. Thanks to a powerful attack. I just charged it up and kicked his ass. Alright, let's keep going. Now we have this. The red device is an enemy spawn point. It can only be broken with the power charge from the scythe. It'll spawn enemies until it's broken, so break it quickly. There we go. I took that thing down pretty quick. I don't even need any health. I just kind of killed that guy instantly. Well, I've also been practicing with this, so... Anyway, let's walk through here. That concludes the tutorial. Alright, well there you go. That's just a very brief overview of how this game works. I mean, we'll understand it more as we go along. But now we jump straight into the single player. And then appeared 15 men with fearful faces and long scythes, to which they cut the oats, so that the swish could be heard a great distance. But even the oats remained standing, and plague fell on the land. Make your way to the deep mines and find Ramada. I guess that's our current quest. All right, here we are. You know, let's go ahead and make a saved game here. Grimm. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, perfect. All right, that's our saved game now. All right, here we go. Stage 1. Let's go and start breaking shit. Looks like we're doing pretty good. Oh, I guess we got to carry over our armor that we got from the tutorial. That's pretty nice. All these bloody bodies everywhere. Anything in here? Not really. There's just bloody skeletons everywhere. All right, this is purgatory, ladies and gentlemen. There's no hope for the dead in this place. Well, apparently not. They become bloody skeletons. Alright, nothing in there. There's a nice little pot here. Somebody's been cooking over here. I guess you can still cook in purgatory. That's kind of a plus, I suppose. Alright, we have a door here. That door is apparently locked. Alright, well we know how to break this thing. Oh, come here, you. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? What a bastard. So you don't auto-run in this game, so you have to hold down shift to run. That's one thing to keep in mind. All right, let's see if we can handle this. It's all about timing. All right, we made it. Checkpoint. Not much in these, but we're doing pretty good. As far as health and armor and all that shit, we're looking pretty nice right now. All right. Anybody else? Who else wants some? Anyone? God, there's so much blood everywhere. It's pretty sick. Damn right. Oh shit. Hell yeah, slow-mo style. It's pretty awesome. Alright. Alright, so here's one of the many puzzles in this game. We basically just have to traverse this obstacle, so to speak. Let's go ahead and save it before we do that, because we might die. There's always an opportunity for that. Alright. So basically we just need to get past these. These things will hurt a lot if you touch them, so... Alright. Let's see if I can just time it just right. I'm gonna wait for it to come to me first. There we go. Nice and easy. Well, relatively. Took me a little while to figure this one out when I first started playing this. But yeah, it's all about timing. A lot of these puzzles are all about timing. Physical puzzles, you know. And there's our next one. Come break some shit. Yeah, some more ammo for that. Pretty sure it'll persist until we actually need it. Abramon rules here. The end is near. Well, okay, that's very, very hopeful message there. All right. Pretty straightforward. Lip. Lip. And lip. Okay, perfect. So far, so good. Oh, that's one of the range guys. He'll occasionally throw projectiles of some kind at you. Alright, let's move on. Find a button to open this door. Where would a button be to open this door? Maybe over on that side. Alright. Okay. So these are doors, apparently. Oh shit. There we go. Who else wants some? I can imagine that. Oh shit, that's a lot of them. You can also use this super jump to kind of get away from people. Oh shit. Ah! Ah! Get away from me, you fiends! Damn you souls! There we go, that was a good one. Woof! Oh shit, hi. Okay, well we lost a lot of armor back there, but maybe we'll find some more. Everything around here is bloody. Well, here's the button. At least we got that. The door has opened. Well, I can only imagine which one. I don't use alternate fire as much, but I bet there's some good tricks you can do with it. I mean, it certainly allows you to swipe multiple times in rapid succession. Also, occasionally I'll get some weird graphical issues, like my screen will look like it's covered in something. So doing this tends to get rid of that. So, I don't know, I tend to use it more as my screen wipe ability than actually using it tactfully. Alright. I think we've got everything we can out of here, and the door's open back there. Let's traverse the puzzle once more. Okay. Oh shit. Don't want to get too close. They won't completely kill you, but they'll hurt a lot. Now here's a more interesting platforming kind of puzzle here. So, I have to, every time we hit the button, the whole stage rotates. Or this whole area, there's these 4 things and they all rotate. You can kind of see another one over here. But yeah. We might need to rotate it again. There we go. Okay. Perfect. Alright, now, you can kind of see it, but along this wall is where we need to go. Where's the bar? Okay. Come on. There we go. Okay. Now, we gotta be careful because there are some blades on the wall there, if you can kind of see that. There's one going that way and one coming towards us. So actually, let me go ahead and save it before we deal with this. This could get bad. Okay. So what I'm thinking I'm gonna do, I'm gonna wait for this one to show up. Alright, let's just let it go. Okay. And duck. And run. And super jump. Nice and easy. You can kill them as they're coming in. Anybody else? Oh, more. Alright, looking good. I don't think we can open that door, so I'm just gonna keep moving. There's no hope for the dead in this place. Man, they are just so happy to be here, apparently. Ooh, shit. Prefer et abdura, that's like Latin. Memento Mori, I know that one at least. At least from the movie. Let's see. What does that say? Oh yeah, anyway. Okay, so this one, let's go ahead and save it again. More Latin. Okay, so how do we want to handle this one? So it's coming in. Okay. So that one's a little bit delayed than the other two. Or no, they all seem to have their own path. There we go, that works. And now we have a new weapon. A ranged weapon, to be precise. So primary fire, and also look on the bottom right-hand side of our screen, we now have some vials. So these blue vials serve as ammo for this. So, primary fire. Fires out a little projectile. Alternate fire kind of does this little shockwave around us, which is kind of nice. Not as powerful as the scythe, but it still works. All right, going down. Warning, spiders be here. Well, I guess I'll be dealing with spiders in a second. And there they are, actually. Alright. I think we're safe from the oh, wait, no, we're not. Any other spiders want to fuck with me? Oh, I see you. It has a little bit of an AoE kind of blast effect, but, Alright. Well, it's been about 20 minutes, so I'm gonna go ahead and save it here. Perfect. And, well, we'll pick it up next time. So, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode of Grimm, Quest for the Gatherer's Key. Alright. Later.